I want to start off with the most important day of my life is right now, today, at this moment. I came to that conclusion based on my past experience. That experience was actually occurred one day. It was me, my mom, my brother. We actually went to the store to actually purchase a pair of shoes. And as I look around, I see everybody here, and I see how material things are very important to people. It identifies like who you are, like what you're trying to express. And that day, it actually, it was like I said, it was me, my mom, and my brother. We went to the store, and my mom had actually purchased a pair of shoes for my brother. It was actually a unique pair of shoes back at the time. There's some Nike Cortez, so everybody wanted to wear Cortez. And I stopped and thought, I was like, why would my mom purchase my brother a pair of shoes that were more expensive than mine? At the time, I didn't really realize like why it was. Now I'm able to comprehend why her actions actually were the way they were. But like I said, at the time I couldn't really understand. Now that I'm able to speak to you about this, it turns more into a reality. And hopefully, like I said, it's going to make this day the most important day of my life, because then I'm able to express how I feel, and then hopefully you guys get to know me, and I'll be able to capture your attention, make sure that hopefully you guys are able to learn something from my experience. And like I said, continuing on with the story, we went to purchase a pair of shoes. My brother got a more expensive pair of shoes, and this actually, I believe, created not really an inferiority complex, but just made me doubt who really I was and what I was really about. And so it goes on. I made that decision that day that I wasn't gonna let anybody else be able to control my life, like based on like my mother's actions. That I wasn't gonna let anybody decide what I could have and what I can't have. And that day created, I wouldn't say a passion, but actually moods within myself to actually create, like I said, a passion to actually be able to go out and drive and do things on my own, and not really put the control of my own life in somebody else's hands. And so goes that I actually realize that day created that, and I was actually creating like a negative environment based on somebody's past actions, and it actually was making who I was. So, and then that was I think the worst part, that somebody else's actions decided whether or not I was able to succeed. And like I said, based on that day, I was able to be more assertive, be more passionate about what I wanted. And even now, I look back and I think, and I try to really recreate the image within my mind. So every time I want something, every time I need, because we really don't need much to survive, but I go back and think about just that image. It doesn't really influence me as much as it used to, but it did create, like I said, a passion within myself to actually go out and drive and do what I want and get what I want. So based on that, and me being able to explain to you what's really going on with me, and I feel like I'm able to connect with you guys, and that makes this the most important day of my life.